Hello, I'm Joss'n. I am the executive of the marketing department of Doyen PCs, and I'm going to go over some of our market research, some of our strategies, and go over our quarterly findings. We just finished getting our quarterly findings for quarter 5, and hopefully we'll do good for the following quarter. So here we go. So as you can see on this slide, you can see we're doing really good in our market share and our market demand. We're pretty much 23%, which is just under the 36% of Payakin Tech. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. It's a little tough. But yeah, so we're doing pretty good. That's really good for our quarter 5 review. And some of the top 3 priorities. Well, first of all, congratulations to us. We hit a significant milestone. We generated a lot of revenue this sales. So yay us. And we were ranked 5th compared to our competitors. So that we do need to work on. But, little battles here and there. And of course, we also found that our higher demand was in the Asian Pacific area and the Europe, Middle East. So we got to work on our Americas. And many win as well. Our Spade and Ace products were rated acceptable for our customers. So many wins. 2 out of our 4 PCs are doing good. So yay. So our target customers. As you can see in the Innovator, we have 29%, which is the second highest. Again, Payakin Tech is the lead. We got to watch them. And our cost cutter audience, we have 21%. We're kind of ranked second, if you think about it, second or third. It's a little bit debatable because, as you can see, Rise and Adroit Incorporated, again, sorry if I butchered that one, we both have 32%. So they're tied for first and then we're second. So we got to watch them. Workhorse, we are ranked second. So we're doing good there. 30%, Payakin Tech, again, they're in the lead. And Rise is right after us. We're 28% and they're 27%. So we got to work on a Workhorse. Traveler, we're not doing so good, which is a little tough because that was one of our intended targets. Now, of course, we're not going to change in the future, but we still have a PC for them. So for us to be having 14% and basically being the last computer on there to be getting the audience, we got to work on that one. And then Mercedes. We're doing okay. We have 21%. We're ranked second compared to the rest, which isn't too bad, but they're not our audience. So for us to get them, that's a win. So again, our target customers. In quarter 1 to quarter 3, our intended target was Traveler and Innovator. And quarter 4 was a Workhorse, or we added a PC to bring in the Workhorse audience. In quarter 5, we decided to make the focus Innovator and Workhorse. In quarter 6, we found out that our audience we decided to make Cost Cutter our second focus. So we still want Innovator because we're doing really good, and we're going to make Cost Cutter our second main focus because we realized we're doing really good with that audience. Workhorse is still there. We have them as the third, and then Traveler is kind of a bonus, and so is Mercedes. So, products we should market. Spade and Ace, our PCs, we definitely got to market those because they were rated acceptable for our customers in Cost Cutter and Innovator. But obviously, since we have a new PC on the market, the Heart, which is intended for our Cost Cutter, we got to really push that one. That's going to be our first priority. Our second priority is going to be Ace because it's kind of our best seller. We got to keep it going. Innovator, they're really keeping us on there. The third will be Spade. Spade too. We got a new and improved, revamped. We added some more stuff to it. Just because it was rated acceptable, we want to, get it on the good standing. And then, of course, in 4th and 5th are going to be our laptops. When we first started our business, we focused on laptops. And even though in quarter 4, we discovered that really wasn't what the audience needed, they needed PCs, that's why we added more PCs. But of course, we want our laptops out there. They're still being recognized. Innovator audience still like them. So we're going to keep pushing them, but they're not going to be our main priority. Sales offices. So we started with Chicago and Paris as our main opening offices. When we did our research, we discovered those were the areas for Innovator and I went blank, sorry. Innovator and our traveler, sorry. There you go. An innovator traveler were our first target audience, and we discovered those were the audiences that would be acceptable for us. Then we opened Tokyo, just so we could be open worldwide. So in quarter four, we hit a landmark. We were open in all over the world, which was pretty awesome. Internationally. So that was exciting. And then in quarter five, we decided to open a second location in Toronto, which I also butchered, sorry. Our second location in Americas, because we discovered we were doing pretty good with the innovator audience. In quarter six, we decided to open in Shanghai, just because if you can look in the Asian Pacific, Payek Tech and Android Incorporated, our competitors, both have one in Shanghai. So I kind of want to follow them, and we got to keep up with our competition. They're doing something right. They're doing really good. We got to be there as well. And in the future, I think we should open another one in the Europe, Middle East, just because, we don't have a second location there. We got to add one. I was thinking Johannesburg again because there's 2 locations, and then we got to open another one in the Americas just because that's not our strongest area or region. We need to pick it up, and I was thinking Sao Paulo as our other open location, if possible. Of course, we were going to take it quarterly. So salespeople. In quarter five, we hired 7 employees or salespeople in each region. This quarter six, we're going to hire 8. We're going to add 1 member. What we discovered compared to our competitors was that each of them were having an audience or employees 7 and below. Rise had the highest number of salespeople, which was 7. So we're just going to increase it by 1 because, again, we have a new PC on the market and we have another PC that got, improved. So we want another employee. So if you notice in all the regions, and we have 2 employees for innovator and cost cutter because those are our 2 main target audiences. And then we have the rest just to cover our bases. So advertising reviews. We did not do so good in our advertising. We didn't get any approvals or acceptable ratings. So because of that, we had to modify our ads. New improved them. So for cost cutter ad, we discovered that Endeavor by Rise was rated good, and Poise by Android Incorporated was rated acceptable. So we modified our 2 cost cutter ads to look similar to those, but of course, we don't want it to be identical. So we made it slightly more unique. An innovator ad, the one that was rated acceptable was Art Chopper by Payek Tech. Again, we modified our ad to theirs. Of course, not identical. We don't want to be copying them, but we got to be hitting the same important notes just as them. Workhorse ad, Challenger by Rise and Poise. Those were the ones that were good, and Android Incorporated, they were rated good. In the Traveler ad, of course, that's not our main target audience, but we do have 1 laptop targeted towards them, so we still modified that ad for their needs, and we did it compared to the Android Incorporated, which was Adept. They were rated good, so we modified our ad to their needs. So advertising locally. What we discovered is that, so last quarter, the 5th quarter, we went a little crazy. We went with our advertisement. Now we're going to be more selective. What we discovered was that our competitors had about 12 to 59 inserts locally. So we found like a medium. We're not going to do as low as 12, but we're not going to go as high as 59. We're going to be in the middle. We decided to do 52 inserts in Americas because that is our weakest region. We did 26 in each city because we have 1 in Toronto, Canada. I always butcher that one. And Chicago. In our Asian Pacific, we decided to do 17 because that is our strongest. And then in our Europe, Middle East, we did 16 to even the grounds. So regionally, again, we went crazy last quarter. So this quarter 6, we want to be saving some money and be more selective. What we decided to do, our competitors, what we noticed, were doing around 2 to 28 inserts regionally. Payek Tech did the highest with 28 inserts, but with all fairness, they have like 10 products, so of course it's going to go crazy. And then the rest of our competitors had 6 to 2 inserts. So to find a median between 2 to 28, we decided to do 12 in each region. In Americas, the focus of the inserts was going to be, Jordan was one sparingly, and then our focus was going to be the business magazine for Ace, because that is our bestseller, and we did 2 inserts for those. For our Asian Pacific, we decided to focus on the Asian Pacific and the Europe, Middle East. We decided to focus on the venture magazine. We noticed our competitors were putting a lot more inserts in those, so we wanted to keep up with them. I think they did 2, so we did 3. And we did 2 under Cost Cutter and 1 under Innovator. The competition, again, so top competitor will be Payek and Tech. They have the biggest demand. And Rise is another one we have to watch out for. But depending by our audience, like for Innovator, when it comes to our brands, Payek and Tech and Smartbox have pretty good products out there. So we need to keep up. Cost Cutter, Android Incorporated has the best product. It's Poise 3. That's the one's kind of the best seller, so we got to keep up with them. Payek and Tech has 2 products. So again, they have a lot of products. We got to keep up with them. And then Rise. So Payek and Tech, Rise, and Android Incorporated are our top 3. And then Smartbox, we can just keep an eye out for them. But they're not really our high competitor. So our market performance, we did really good this quarter. As you can see, look at that line go up. Woohoo! Our segment size, our market share, our demand, the units we sold, go us. Our revenues also went up. So yay, mini win. Let's keep it going. Hopefully with our new product Heart and our new and improved Spade 2, we'll get some more revenue. And our performance. This is where we got to work on. Even though we had a good demand, we're not rated so high on our balanced scorecard compared to our competitors. Payek and Tech leads the lead. Then it's Android Incorporated, then Rise. Like I said, those are our top 3. Smartbox is up ahead of us. But compared to the top 3, I feel like we can beat them. So we got to work on our balanced scorecard. But if we do everything we do, we're being more selective with our ads. We're going to be more with our new product and our new improved product. I think we're going to do good this coming quarter. So that's what I have for our review. Here are my references. And let's go Doyen Market. We're going to do good this quarter. Can't wait.